for Asante Kotoko in the attacking third.
Against Nwokra, gives the ball away, and Aqua is trying to put one through for Donzo. But Puerto Rican gets to Asiedu, who locates a champion. And it's Isaiah Nyako for the Hunters.
A beautiful escape from the high press of Asante Kotoko. Bechem calm and comfortable despite chasing a 2-goal deficit. They look more composed, sticking to their game plan. In a rush to hit the ball high up the pitch. Kotoko will love that. Allows them to settle and reorganize whenever they have more numbers in attack and they're on the defensive end.
The champion steps up. He finds Ampere. Strong challenge from Hubert Jehu. Ampere is clearly not happy with the challenge from Jehu, who sometimes can be very physical and rugged in his challenges.
That was too rugged from him. I'm sure Latif Adari may be calling him to order pretty soon.
Kajose with a ball that finds Aqua. Stress one for Donzo, goes past Asiedu, modifying Donzo! Donzo on the double at the Babayara Stadium in Kumasi. The Porcupines lead Bechem United before halftime by 3-0. Modifying Donzo ensures that he gets on the score sheet for the second time. Brilliant passing play from Asante Kotoko. That ball from Aqua was excellent, and the presence of mind by Morifin Donzo to keep his calm and composure to go past the goalkeeper was awesome.
Look at that switch of play there to find Peter Amidu Aqua. Took the ball to his marker, made that delightful pass. Morifin Donzo getting past Asiedu. He had a touch to the ball, but Donzo waited for the fluff, picked up the scrap, and it was easy work for him to grab his second of the day. The Porcupines seem to be home and dry in this opening half.
Lovely from Morifin Donzo. You're thinking maybe Asiedu should have done much more better than he did, but you won't take anything away from Morifin Donzo. Calm and composed. A double for him before halftime. He might just be on a hat-trick before the end of the game. 2 goals for Morifin Donzo.
They would say that was a more confident finish there from Morifin Donzo. He needed goals. Looks like the goals are gradually letting him settle, feeling calm and comfortable in finishing of these delightful passes from midfield.
40 minutes. Kotoko in a comfortable lead and cruising, leading by 3 goals to now with the Guinea import Donzo scoring his 3rd of the season, a goal that certainly have charged the Porcupine Tertiary.
The most vociferous fan group of Asante Kotoko. They have everything to make themselves happy in the final home game of the first round.
What a way to wrap up the year. Walid Husseini already excited with what he's seeing. Adabo commits the foul on a free kick for Bechem United.
Gaston making sure that he was just finding his way through. The 2-man Adabo was a bit late there with a sliding tackle, bringing him down. Patrick Asiedu knows he's on a yellow card. Not so much involving himself in tackles.
Augustine Okra will try to take matters into his hands as Kamara ensures that he gets this war very much rightly arranged. Okra denied by the woodwork. Lovely strike by Augustine Okra. Kotoko wins the free kick after Amo had gone down. Unlucky Augustine Okra. He struck it really well.
You can see getting a bit disappointed. Patrick Asiedu shows class in appreciating that drive from a fake great left foot. And look at that. Kamara was just rooted on the upright, saving him. Brilliant free kick delivered there by Augustine Okra, but his wicked left foot. You can see him. He's trying his best, but the woodwork denying him. I've seen that look before in Takwa. So that look was evident in Takwa when he missed.
Bechem United are beginning to look disjointed.
It looks like Bechem struggling to find the right game plan 2. This very and Asante Kotoko's defense. Kotoko growing in confidence in midfield.
It's 45 minutes already here at the Babayara Stadium. Here is Augustine Okra. Brings it back. Sambo Neil did well to get something on it for Kamara to pounce on that one.
Bold goalkeeping there from Kamara. Augustine Okra trying his best. He was waiting for that run from Godfred Yosin to get just in front of that ball.
Three additional minutes. That's confirmation by fourth referee More Drisu. Into stoppage time in Bechem United, interestingly, are coming up with a triple substitution before the break. And Isaiah Nyako goes off. He's not the kind of player who usually gets substituted midway in games. Brought on. Raymond Arjumon. Foster James Fee taking the places of Ampia and Yorson. And Foster Sakite replacing Isaiah Nyako in midfield.
Looks more like I want a lot more quality in the team. We want a lot more bite up front. Those changes are expected to at least have a good feel of this first half. See the shape of the team before they get back for the second half, where they will try to either reduce the deficit or limit the damage that could be caused by Kotoko.
Amidu Aqua fouled and gets the free kick for Asante Kotoko. Aqua has been finding some problems for Afrani Mensah in a free on that right side for Bechem United. Samba to Adabo, who picks out Amidu Aqua. Adabo, good play from Adabo, but he's unable to get to the end of it after that beautiful passing between himself and Peter Amidu Aqua.
That was brilliant play there from Asante Kotoko, but unfortunately Adabo couldn't find the right touch to force a save. 3-0
up at halftime for Mohamed Kamara and his Chargers. Esiedu would not be happy. He's picked up 3 balls already from his net. This is the man of the moment. A double for Morifin Donzo in Kotoko's last league game at home before the new year. Augustin Okra denied by the woodwork. He's come up with some brilliant stuff from the set pieces, but he's not proven anything positive for Bechem United. It's halftime at the Baba Yara Stadium. Asante Kotoko 3, Bechem United 0.
So it's been a dominant first 45 minutes from Asante Kotoko, who are leading Bechem by 3-0 here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. And I've been joined by the assistant coach of Bechem United. Malam, your team started well, hitting the woodwork twice. But then what really happened that you capitulated in the end?
Yeah, I think they lose concentration. And then they thought it was offside, and the referee said it's not offside. And then the first goal, that's why the morale got down. But and then you see there are pity mistakes from the defenders. That's why Kotoko is leading 3. But it's a Kotoko. You are playing with Kotoko. If you didn't take time, they will punish you. That is why what Kotoko are doing. So we are going for second half to correct our mistake. Maybe second half you can do.
And I saw that you made 3 post substitutions before the first half ended. Second half, what needs to change about your team?
Yeah. We are playing 3-4-2-1, but now we are playing 3-4-1-2 because we have to play 2 strikers so that maybe we will have an equalizer.
Malam, we wish you the best for the
Thank
second
you.
45 minutes. Malam Yaya is the assistant coach for Bechem United. Komene Misa could not be at the venue today, so he has taken charge. I have also been joined by Coach Prince Yao, also assistant coach of Asante Kotoko. Coach, is this the most dominant first 45 minutes you've seen from the boys this season?
Yeah, I think with the scoreline, this is the best.
Of course. And I mean, those 3 goals, you didn't start well, but how were you able to get them to get themselves back together and get the goals?
Yeah, we tried to win all the balls in the middle, and then we just put the true pass together. But I think the boys are listening to what the commands that we're giving them from the line. So it's working very good for us.
Now, it can be tricky because you're leading by 3-0. Second half, how do you need to conduct yourself to ensure you see this one out?
Yeah, that's my job to do. So I'm going in there to get it done.
Well, we'll see that on the field. Coach Prince also is the assistant coach of Asante Kotoko. They are leading Bechem by 3-0. The last 4 games that Kotoko have played against Bechem United have all not ended in a win for the Porcupine Warriors. This time, they look like they're on their way to claiming 3 points. My name is Mutale Yakubu. You're watching TV3, and on your TV is the Ghana Premier League. We'll take a quick breather. When we return, Jeffrey Asare will join me.
They can come by if they get a goal that will edge them on to play with some level of intensity. But as to whether they can equalize or doubt that, but at least getting a goal they can.
Of course, and they can get that goal that we are looking at to see more goals in this one. Bechem United and Asante Kotoko. We take a quick breather here. We will return shortly.
Preventing him from grabbing an opener. There's still lots of questions about their team. Bechem can get into the game at least some consolation goals or reduce the impact with the degree of damage that could be done by the Porcupines. Morrison Donzo Bremer with confidence he could bag in a hat-trick, and that will set him up for a very good end to the first round and possibly reignite his spirits towards the second round that could come.
Amo on his bike on the pass from Amo. Returns the ball to Philip Amo. Decides to switch and find Aqua, who assisted Donzo for the second. Peter Aqua. Samba hands possession to Bechem after losing that ball. Here is Augustin Okra trying to weave his way into the Kotoko area. Lovely skill from Okra. It's cleared away by Adabo.
Well, that was quite poor there from Peter Amido-Akwa, nearly giving his team that lapse of concentration. Could have handed Bechem a consolation, but credit to Hamzata making sure that he's slow without Augustin Okra in the run into that attack.
Harsh challenge coming from Emmanuel Arban. Certainly not a good tackle on his former teammate Seth Kojose. Interestingly, Seth Kojose was an unused sub last season when Bechem United picked up 1 point at this venue, and he's playing against them.
That was quite a nasty tackle. Kojose seemed to have picked up the pieces in the second round. This wouldn't look good for Kotoko.
Captain Sambo O'Neill seemed to be in some kind of pain. Confirmation of Arban's yellow card for that challenge on Asante Kotoko midfielder Seth Kojose, but there's concern for Captain Sambo O'Neill. He'll need some attention from the medical team as Zito calls up Aqua onto the touchline for a brief chat before the game resumes.
Jerry's trying to let him know he should have released the ball earlier. Patrick Esiedu was on the bike. The fine margins do count in football. A step late and you're doomed. A step earlier and you could be the victor for your side.
Mohamed Kamara. Ball is cleared away by Afrani Mensah. Esiedu Aqua. Hilary Adabo. Asante Kotoko have major concerns now. Sambo O'Neill is yet to return after limping off and very, very likely to be replaced. Here is Okra. Cleared away back by Patrick Esiedu.
Though he's the commander of the army of Awa Karim Zito's shoes, I wouldn't allow him to continue. Seem to be home and dry, and any defender that steps in should be able to make sure that Kotoko keep their lead and keep their shape till the end of the game.
The only natural centre-back on the Kotoko benches, Fuseni Zakaria, very, very likely to replace Morrison Donzo if he's unable to return.
Actually, he's the only defender by trade on that bench.
Afrani Mensah. Seifa cleared by Hamzata and Amo. Over elaborates and Bechem will take back possession. Afrani Mensah stopped by Amo. Peter Aqua unable to skip past a free hit.
Quite too many touches there from Peter Midwakwa. Couldn't sort out his feet in the process.
So, confirmation of Samba O'Neill's inability to continue and the introduction of Zakaria Fuseni into central defense for Asante Kotoko.
With his experience, he should be able to marshal that defense. Formerly a captain with Bechem Chelsea FC. He's had so much experience. It's quite unfortunate, Samba O'Neill. Just hope that it's not going to be for a long period. He's been their main man in the team, and his absence will be hugely felt.
Lord Amwa assumes the captaincy role in the absence of Samba. Jehu to Adabo, back to Jehu. Won by Mensah. Now Okra on the move for Bechem. Tries to go through the middle. Good play. Now that's the chance that goes straight against the crossbar by Emmanuel Arban. The build-up was sweet. Augustine Okra releasing Arban, who had the confidence to go all by himself, only to be denied by the crossbar and subsequently a goal kick for Asante Kotoko.
Augustine Okra always trying to weave magic. Brilliant take by him. Managed to pick up the return. Released Arban and Arban strike. Kamara totally beaten, but once again, the woodwork coming off the crossbar. Bechem have it so unlucky today. Kotoko saved by the woodwork countless times. Bechem will be thinking, where is our handler?
Amo goes for goal and it's terribly gone wrong for Philip Amo.
The intent was very much clear. He wanted to execute it perfectly. Unfortunately for him, it was always rising. There was no way anybody was going to connect to that. The goalkeeper himself.
Chance for Donzo to now. Jehu makes it 4 for Asante Kotoko. The Porcupine Warriors are on cloud 9. Unselfish Morifin Donzo setting up Hubert Jehu for Asante Kotoko's 4th on the afternoon here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Beautiful work by Morifin Donzo. He could have decided to go for a hat-trick, but he saw Jehu in a better scoring position and handed him a beautiful pass that gives Kotoko a 4-0 lead here at the Baba Yara Stadium.
So unselfish of Morifin Donzo. Look at that. Jehu picking up the return ball. He started everything, nicked that one to Donzo. Donzo dignified him with a return pass, and look at him picking his spot beyond the reach of Benjamin Asiedu, right into the bottom left corner. Brilliant piece of play, and equally calm, composed finish from Jehu.
4 Premier League goals for Jehu, assisted by the unselfish and the double hero, Morifin Donzo.
Clearly having a fantastic game. If you're talking about someone enjoying Christmas, well, the merrymaking goes to Morifin Donzo.
Perfect Christmas package for the fans. As the 2-goal hero, Morifin Donzo makes way for Johnson Opono Wusu, who is also scored in Kotoko's last victory over Legon Cities. Over 11 wonders at the University of Ghana Stadium in Legon. Cities are already languishing in the Division 1 and struggling to find their place in Zone 1.
Abdul Karim Zito definitely happy to be trying his strikers. They seem to be in good form. In the last 3 games, all the 3 have managed to get on the score sheet, and that is good riddance for a team that has been struggling with goal scoring this season.
Reagan, both collected by Mohamed Kamara. Fuseni Zakaria's ball in. 10 minutes into second half. Kotoko 4, Bechem United. Neil Malam Yaya has got so much thinking to do now. It doesn't look they'll pick up anything from this venue. Back to Bechem. Here's Aqua. Goes past the free. He's got blistering pace, but he's giving away possession. Here is a double. Hubert Joe loses that physical battle and has since stayed down. A double. Referee Latifa Dari has whistled for the game to be halted so that Joe is attended to.
You can see that was clearly a badge into the back of Hubert Joe. Seems to be in some pain, but knowing how strong he is, will definitely return. It was clearly to the back of his head. Very robust challenge there from Boat Regain. But Karim Zito clearly asking for more from his team.
He'll be excited what he's seen so far. You know what? The last time Kotoko beat Bechem United by 4-0 was 5 seasons ago. And in that game, the likes of Francis Kumi, Fabio Gama, and Ismail Ganiu were on the score sheet for Asante Kotoko. And this afternoon, after 56 minutes, it's the same story from 5 seasons ago. And these guys can decide to have fun. Emmanuel Entry tied the knot 2 weeks ago. He's the newly married Asante Kotoko player, Entry, is yet to get onto his feet after returning from injury for the Porcupines.
He's one of the most enterprising players. Kotoko are hoping he's going to help their cause, but injuries haven't allowed him.
Here is Okra with the outside of his foot. He sends a cross in. Alban heads it down. Zakaria Fuseni is there. Back to Alban. He's got Amwa to beat. Cross comes in, and our Kamara is the obvious suspect to get this one. It's a lovely ball to find Johnson upon Usu. Clean tackle by a champion according to Adari.
Well, clearly you could see there was much more in that, but stronger champion knew if anything was going to go his favor in winning possession, he had to be too strong on Johnson Owusu. Adari felt that. A lot more aggression.
Mohamed Kamara will restart for Kotoko, and the usual routine aiming at Aqua, but the flag is up against Amido Aqua for offside.
The intent is always clear, looking forward to stretching the Bechem United defense. Lots of questions. They're still resorting to the 3-back, and it's giving Kotoko that luxury of spreading play and expanding the width of the Bechem defense a lot more, making them very much loose.
Amo can't go past Bassett Mama here. Bechem United trying to create something on their own, but again stopped by Amwa. Joe was trying to get to Aqua with that pass. Afrani Mensah. Final touch off Patrick Essiedu.
Asante Kotoko in a very good lead at the moment. They'll take all their time in the world, not willing to restart. And the captain knows that, even in his absence, he left the team in a good place.
And also on the Asante Kotoko bench, sitting right beside the captain is reserve goalkeeper Dari, who have seen his former club being pummeled. Down by 4 at this point. Here's Aqua. Throwing Kotoko. Peter Amido sensing a cross. And goalkeeper Benjamin Esiedu fails to deal with it. And this likely to be another goal that will be credited to Johnson Opon-Owusu. Goalkeeper Benjamin Esiedu failing to deal with that one. And Kotoko have hit their 5th goal here at the Babayara Sports Stadium. Johnson Opon-Owusu for the 2nd game running scores for Asante Kotoko, and it's fair to say at this point that it's over for Bechem United.
Benjamin Esiedu will be quite disappointed. Throw in, they couldn't catch up with Bitamido. He sent that one in, bouncing off. Poor save there from Esiedu, and it was more like a clearance coming in from Foster Jemfi, but Opon-Owusu with his body got it deflecting of him into the net. Anyway, anyhow the goal comes, the Porcupines will be glad for it.
And Peter Amido has been doing well with how he's taking on the wings and releasing the balls into the box. Player attempted to clear, but he struck the player who had taken his whole body to ensure that he is credited with a goal. That's the confirmation. He gets the goal.
It's good to boost his confidence, finding himself in the right place at the right time, putting his body on the line to get that goal.
Okra. But Reagan. There's a foul against Bechem United's Boat Regan, and his surprise decision has gone against him, but Kotoko have a player down. He's been held up by his colleagues. That's Philip Amo.
And look at that, it was certainly Regan for the stats out there. They were fighting for the ball. Regan not very much happy with that decision, but Adari telling him the stats were showing, going right into Amo's knee. It's getting more frustrating for Bechem.
It's going to be a long journey back to Bechem for these traveling fans. After an hour, they are down by 5 goals, and it could be more if Kotoko decides to step on the accelerator once more.
It was a quite an impressive display from Kotoko with regards to taking their chances, but not the overall play.
Bechem Chelsea have beaten 11 Wonders by 3-1 at the Golden City Park. Bibiani Gold Stars have fought from 2 goals down. It's 2-2 between Dreams and Bechem. And how did Augustin Okra get that one so wrong? He was trying to stylishly get a cross in, but the Rabona doesn't work well for him.
Well, it was certainly not going to be what he was expecting. But look at that. Augustin Okra with his weak foot. There was no way he would be able to play. He wanted to try the Rabona and get the ball delivered into the penalty area. He's careful though, but that one went wrong.
Jemfrey. Sakite. Arban. Swings back to Sakite on the left. And Lord Armour wins it with a clean tackle. But Joe hands possession to Bechem United. Tries to go for goal. Safer. But he's in trouble. Mohamed Kamara. There's 1-1 between Swedro All Blacks and Karela in Swedro.
Interesting results there.
Yeah. Dreams took a 2-goal lead in BBNE against Gold Stars, and Gold Stars have clawed back, and it's 2-2 with 8 minutes of stoppage time on the game. It was a double in the first half from Razak Abdul Salifu, and then Barry Maban equalized, pulled one back before Emmanuel Ej's equalizer. Kotoko coming up with 2 substitutions, same as Bechem United. Philip Amo will make way for Kwame Opoku. And for Bechem United, they're pulling off Okra, the captain.
Well, I'm sure they would want to rest against Okra. Looking at how the game is going, there's no way they can get back into the game, saving that energy for the next game, probably the final game of the season. And Kotoko, Kwame Opoku offered an opportunity to try get on the score sheet in the final minutes.
So Opoku and the youngster Lawson Chemenu in.
Looks more like a like-for-like substitution. Fan favorite Lawson Chemenu coming on. I think Ogum knows that Adabo is returning from injury. 66 minutes is enough for him. Sedu has been quite very disappointing there, and he asked himself, where did I go wrong today? Facing all the shots that he hadn't faced, or he had stood up to several times. This time around it ended up in his net, and there could still be more.
Amwa with a wasted free kick.
Clearly see the intent, but that thing was too far away from Kwame Opoku to give him any chance of picking that one up.
Foster Jamfi to Benes Yedu. Now, Richard Dramina. A fight from Jehu has handed Bechem United the advantage to chase the game with 5 goals down. Long way to go. Here's Richard Dramina to Foster Jamfi, who finds Dennis Mensah. Good play from Bechem United. There is Mensah, switches to the left looking for Sakite. Dramina and Nasiru is first to get to the ball. Kojose finds Kwame Opoku. Kwame Opoku is trying to pick out Aqua. He does what to find him. It's Aqua up against Efrie. He's giving the ball away cheaply, Aqua.
He just had his head down. He did not lift it to see beyond Russian. Kwame Opoku and Seth Kwejo giving the ball away easily. You could see the disappointment of the players who were getting closer into the penalty area, waiting for better delivery.
Poor control from Hamzata. Good defensive play from Jehu to deny Raymond Arjiman.
It's always been industrious with Bechem. You get to the midsection, you find him. Get to the attacking third, you find him. And once again, dropping deep to help with defensive duties.
Aban's corner. Here is Sakite. He's up against Amoa. Jamfi with a cross. Aban is lurking. Asiedu heads it to Husseini. And that blast by a free has gone over the bar for a goal kick.
Well, the intent was clear. Just take the ball on the volley. Aban with a very good block on Patrick Asiedu. Given opportunity for a free for the drive. But was always rising. Not even able to test. Kamara in post.
$20 more minutes to regulation 90, and Kotoko in cruise control here at the Baba Yara Stadium. It's 5-0 against Bechem United. Biggest scoreline so far for them this season. Champon can't get to Jamina. Here is Lord Amwa. Shows great desire as he surges forward. Stopped in his tracks. He's unable to get back on his feet. Sakite torn between keeping the ball or kicking it out, and they've done that to ensure that Amwa is attended to.
It looks like the tackle. Something was left on him by Dennis Mensah, but was trying to make that cross.
Physical contest, 16 fouls on Kotoko's side and 11 on Bechem.
There's been quite a lot of physical battles and some tackles in there. That was Foster Sakite leaving a little bit of his cleats on Lord Amwa in that tackle. Kotoko won't be happy losing another captain. He recently returned from injury this season, trying to pick up his pace again. Very much instrumental towards the success of the Porcupines last season, the FA Cup triumph.
Here is a Champon. Lord Amwa sends in a cross. The force behind Kwame Opoku. Jehu. Now, Aqua sets up Asiedu for a cross, and Asiedu goes for goal with a cross just across the face of goal, and took a deflection, and is a Kotoko throw-in.
Looks like Gogiba had a little bit of a touch with clearing it off. That was quite a powerful drive there. Benjamin Asiedu with fingertips to that. But any connection to that ball from Kotoko player would have landed in the net. He's been workaholic. Very industrious, both creative and defensive, being very combative.
Kwame Opoku.
It's quite the first touch, letting Opoku down. He had a clear idea of what he wanted to do to outweigh his marker, but it wasn't the best of touches to help him initiate that move that he had already schemed in his mind's eye.
Dennis Mensah can't find Sakite. Here is Lord Amwa. Sekou Jose is aiming at Aqua. Flag is up for offside against Peter Amido Aqua.
He'll question himself when he looked to the right. Johnson also had a very good run there. He'll ask himself, why didn't I not take that choice instead?
A quarter of an hour to go. Kotoko in fantastic form, 5-0 against Bechem United on 75 minutes. Donzo on the double. One on goal. Johnson also gets on the score sheet alongside Hubert Jehu. Here is Peter Miduakwa up against Boat Regan. He wins possession for Bechem.
Very good runner recovery there from Boat Regan. He knew exactly what Peter wanted to do. He got cleverly into that space.
Lousy from Hamzata, but he does well to regain possession for Kotoko. He scored in Kotoko's win over Gold Stars in this season's Super Cup that raised the curtain for the Premier League season at the Dance Park in Bibiani, a contest between the Cup champions and the Premier League champions. That's the earlier foul on Patrick Kesiedu. Foul against Kwame Opoku.
Well, punished for the initial shot tagging there. This Bechem conceding 5 goals. Your champion has been quite decent on the ball. Probably the organization of the team hasn't really helped Bechem United. The concession of the 5 goals we've seen, but individually, they've been quite okay.
So Bechem United have conceded 19 goals so far in this season's Premier League. They've scored 13. Those 5 goals here, the Babaya added to the 14 conceded earlier before this game. That sums up the story for a club who, in the last couple of seasons, were ever present in the top 4 by the end of that campaign. But here they are, struggling and trying to find their rhythm. Here's Aquag, lovely tackle coming in from Boat Regan. Kotoko bossing the game at 52% in terms of possession. Bechem United, although are down by 5, still have some impressive percentage in possession.
Not too far off with regards to the exchanges. It's just about taking your chances that matters most. And Kotoko has done that, making sure that they finish off the few that they've created. Bechem, unfortunately, haven't done that.
And guess what? Kotoko in stepping up, or I should say they are not dropping their guard, they're in stepping up again, because Bibiani Gold Stars from 2 goals down have beaten Dreams by 3 goals to 2, with Berima Bar grabbing them the final goal on the 7th minute of stoppage time.
That's impressive. Wonderful result. Going down by 2 goals, recovering. And at the dance back, their fortress. Many times you expect them to win, but not in this situation.
They've won every single game at that venue this time.
And that's impressive from them. Dreams FC being let down by their inability to defend properly. Once again, Joe Winfred Drummond will be ruined. Pressing the stars.
Aban's free kick. Again, a free yes header just over the top for a goal kick.
That was a free header there. A late challenge coming in there from Zakaria Husseini, trying to put a free off, and it was enough. It was quite a hanging delivery there. Look at that. That late charge from Zakaria seemed to have worked out that magic for the team.
Asante Kotoko will go top spot with 30 points. Same points as Mediama, also on 30. Gold Stars will climb to 3rd with 28 points. Idiana, 28.
It'll be quite interesting to see who you say Asante Kotoko after Wednesday's outstanding game between Gold Stars and Mediama SC. That'll be quite interesting. Sure, Kotoko will be praying wide. Hopefully that game ends in a draw so they keep the top spot going into the final game of the season.
Emmanuel Alban to take the corner, swings one in, and that header goes wide from Rich Jamina.
So poor defensive work there, trying to catch up with the markers from corner kicks. Bechem failed to make good use of them, but it's been dreadful defensive work from Kotoko.
Akwan lays one onto the path of Kwame Opoku. Can he score? And Opoku makes it 6 for Asante Kotoko. Kwame Opoku climbs off the bench to get his name on the score sheet. 6 goals to 0 for Asante Kotoko. The Porcupine Warriors are in some demolition fashion. 6-0. No way back for Bechem United.
That was a brilliant finish in there. Kwame Opoku happy to get his name on the score sheet. Look at that type. Peter Miduakwa found Opoku. He saw the un-Russian Asiedu and Kwame Opoku. Beautiful thing with his experience, making sure the goalkeeper was not going to get to that. This is what a coach wants. His attacking players getting their names on the score sheet. Kwame Opoku twice in 2 games. Johnson twice in 2 games. Murray Findozo twice in 2 games. This is good riddance for the team that was battling with the strikers staying fit and getting their names on the score sheet. Look at that exquisite finish from the former.
Opoku scored in Kotoko's last home game here against Dreams, and he gets on the score sheet again here at the Babayara. It's 6 goals for Karim Zito, and he remains very calm even after 6 goals.
Well, this is a wonderful gift for the fan ten himself on Christmas. They wouldn't have expected anything less, and I think it was quite brilliant finish there. Opoku coming on. He knew he couldn't be less productive and less important to the team. So quite a rush challenge there coming in from Hamzata with a stamp, quite needless. Very needless yellow card to pick up.
A free air for Bechem United, being tracked by Hubert Jehu. Sakite on the far side, up against Amwa, steps it back for Dennis Mensah. Jemfi with a foul on Afrani Mensah by Seth Kojose.
So that was quite a bad tackle there coming in from Jose, giving the ball away. Certainly obstructing the movement of his man. Gaston Afrani Mensah knew exactly where he wanted to get to feed the ball on his favorite right foot.
Free kick. I've seen Sakite show interest in this one. It will be Sakite. He goes for power and it's gone over the bar.
Wasted. Nothing from it. It's quite wasteful from him, the drive. He had power but zero precision and accuracy. You could see Kamara just letting it fly high.
Here comes Bechem United's Jamina. Emmanuel Aban to take. Corner headed away. So in Winchi, Young Apostles held Adriana to a 2-2 drawn game. So Kotoko will keep their top spot with Adriana adding just a point to the already accumulated 28. Sidibe grabbed a late equalizer for Adriana when all looked to be pointing to a Young Apostles victory. Then the Burkinabe steps up to equalize, and Adriana picks up a valuable point, but they failed to seize the opportunity to go top of the league. But Mediama have an outstanding game on Wednesday against the Bioni Gold Stars, and that can send them to the summit.
That could send them to the summit. Interesting game. But the opponents are not any easy. For Adriana, 2 points out of a possible 6 for the last 2 games. Doesn't ride the script for a team that wants to win the Ghana Premier League, especially the draw at home to Hatsofu.
A home draw away, a home draw to Hatsofu and an away draw to Young Apostles. So Adriana will move to 3rd on 29, followed by Bibiani Gold Stars and Hartsovok. That's the collision between the standing captain, a champion, and his goalkeeper. Kwame Opoku's run seems to have caused this problem for defender and goalkeeper.
He's eager to get his name on the score sheet. He wants a lot more. Look at that, Kwame Opoku was just waiting for that, an awkward fall there from the goalkeeper and the champion. Both of them look to be a bad one. Siedu landing on his neck.
Two more minutes before we wrap up this game here. Kotoko to take top spot of the Premier League. Mediama goes 2nd, Adriana will go 3rd, and Gold Stars will go 4th, with Hazebuk occupying the 5th spot. Kotoko, it's fair to say this has been their most dominant and the best performance exhibited in the season's Premier League.
Joe Karim Zitoru would give a thumbs up to the team. The fans could bring some more confidence to them, knowing that the team had to just recover and get stronger, and that is exactly what they've delivered this evening.
Afrani Mensah to Emmanuel Aban. Bechem down by 6, but these two have been very busy. Afrani Mensah and Emmanuel Aban. Jamna. Aban. Awkward clearance coming from Hamzata. Zito doesn't seem to be happy with that clearance by the centre back.
He's been a bit poor the last couple of touches, and his decision making hasn't been creditable.
Emmanuel Aban with a cross, Hamzata with a clearance. Returned by a free. Headed away back by Jehu. There's a push on Seth Kojose by Dennis Mensah. We are doing 5 additional minutes. Bechem United have got these last few minutes to figure out a miracle here in Kumasi, which is highly unlikely.
I'm not sure you're going to see that. There's no way that is going to happen. Even if they are getting a goal every minute. it still won't be possible. I'm not sure Asante Kotoko will allow it to slide.
90 minutes. Kotoko 6, Bechem United 0. Kotoko will travel to Swedro to face All Blacks on match day 17 as Bechem United plays Chelsea in a derby to wrap up the first half of the league. Here is Seth Kojose. Afrani Mensah, a good interception from Musa Hamzata.
To see very good read of the ball. Kamara not happy with his defenders and midfielders playing a bit casually in that midfield, losing control.
Kotoko will make it 5 home wins from 8 home games with no defeat, and in the process scoring 18 home goals and only conceded 6. Incredible for the Porcupines. 18 home points collected so far this campaign.
Well, they've been brilliant. They knew that it was going to be a hard season, but for you to win the league, you need
Can Bechem get one back? It's a brilliant save from Kamara to deny Emmanuel Alban.
Kotoko leaving dangerously, a bit casual in the final minutes of the game, but Bechem are still calling for at least a consolation, something to smile about. Look at that touch, a miscue, clever controlling the Alban with a volley, but Kamara sharp and instinctive.
Corner taken. Big put by Jehu, and Kwame Opoku has got space. He's been tracked down by Dennis Mensah. That's the push referee overlooks because Kotoko hangs on to possession. Good pass from Aqua to find Seth Kojose. Then the run is from Lord Amo on the right. He sends it back, and that should have been the 7th goal for Kotoko. The build-up, excellent. How did Opoku miss this? He could have had a double.
Questioned. I'm sure he'll be questioning himself. At the mercy of the goalpost, Kwame Opoku. Fortunately, going off target with that.
That's a nasty foul committed by Sakite.
Look at that one again. Kwejo. Brilliant delivery there. Kwame Opoku had to score that one. An unfortunate bounce right in front of him. Pulling that ball away from him, and he had to come into.
Good run by Lord Amo again. He's trying to find Johnson also upon. Here is Johnson. Lovely turnaround. Shows he can go past his marker, but he's eventually committed a foul. Bechem, free kick and a breather for them.
Looking a bit sharp, looking a bit stronger. Johnson also probably took the wrong touch in an array of so many men. There was no way they were going to allow him to go, but Bechem still looking forward to finding that consolation. It's not getting any easy for them.
We're into 3 minutes of additional time. Kotoko in cruise control. Kwame Opoku with a chance. Goalkeeper Asante won't be beaten for the 7th time.
Brave goalkeeping there. There was no way he was going to let his guts down. Knew Opoku was rushing in.
Bechem United huffing and puffing, but nothing really productive from their end.
Mara will take all the time in the world. He knows there's no need to rush. He hasn't been comfortable without his team loses balls in the last 10 minutes. He wants to relieve them of that pressure of trying to restart again. Brilliant control.
Here is Aqua who gives the ball away. Dramina. A free hit. Final whistle blown by Abdul Latif Adari. It's full time here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Dominant performance by Asante Kotoko. 6-0. A win that sends them top of the Premier League. Brilliant performance exhibited by the Porcupine Warriors. Morifin Donzo, the main man, the Guinean international, got a brace before he was substituted. Bechem United began the game on a promising note, dictating the pace of the game from the onset. But this guy right here changed everything for Asante Kotoko. A double and a man of the match performance by Morifin Donzo, the Kotoko number 9, who scored his third of the season. Obviously, something that will up his confidence, considering that he's one of those they'll be relying on for goals this season. Full time at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. Asante Kotoko 6, Bechem United 0.
In the heart of Ghana, a nation rich with natural resources and